Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to another Chart Nerd TA video. Today we're taking a look at Cardano. The ticker is ADA against USD on the weekly time frame. I will be zooming into the daily, looking at a few more patterns here shortly. But first off, I wanted to point out key resistance points for Cardano. So you can see that I think around the 42 to 43 cent range, we need to be very, very careful of in regards to these closes where we held support from all the way back in May 2022. All the way towards sort of September. We was holding the support range of around 42 cents. We lost that support, turned it to resistance, put in a new low, which was basically, I think that low was met from a technical target of a descending triangle here. So we can get that in just to double check and verify. You can see that once you actually started to lose support of these wick lows, okay, that technical target was met to a T down here for Cardano. So if I'm going to get that down to the low, sorry. So you can see that, you know, from this high in this descending triangle where you got lower highs, once you lost support, turned it to resistance, you confirmed that we was going to be looking for that downside, and we actually met that target. So what I think has happened now is we're potentially, you can see we're running into that right now, and I do think potentially this could be acting as strong resistance once again, because you did lose it as support, you met it as resistance once, you've come down now to that low, met the technical target, impulsively rallied straight back up to this area, and I do think that having some sort of pullback here would be relatively healthy for the project in regards to continuation. That's not me saying it's going to come down, lose its lows, it's going to have another massive correction. It possibly could do, but honestly I think it was very, very overextended to the downside in regards to its price. You know, and I do think the FTX crash just gave it an extra bit of shooting power down, and unfortunately it cascaded. But you can see we have had this nice sort of 5-6 week rally here, you know, a month and a half worth. But I do think coming back here for some sort of correction back to these EMAs as they're sort of creeping up would be relatively healthy, or back down to previous areas of support that we found in the past here in October. So what I think we could be looking for here, I'm going to zoom into the daily. So this can be explained to you guys a little bit more. But I think we've got this strong resistance on the daily time frame. We've got very strong resistance at around 42 cents. You can see multiple points of contact of previous support. We lost support, met it as resistance. We put in a double top pattern here. Okay, we had this resistance point, resistance. Okay, and this is a very strong area of resistance for us now, which I think Cardano is trying to push up towards. So I think what we're doing is, I think we've still got a little bit of a short-term move for us here. If Bitcoin can continue for a few more days, I think ADA's got probably a 5 to 10% move in it, going to that 42 to 44 cent range. But I think potentially at that point, coming back for some sort of A, B, C correction, back down to previous support levels, i.e. this previous support here around 32 cents, would be a golden area to get involved, because this could be a large wave 1. You could be looking for an ABC correction for a wave 2, back down to previous support. And actually what you would have if this 32 cent area held here for Cardano is a left shoulder on the daily, a potential V-shaped recovery head, and a right shoulder right here. Now if you start to bounce off this support and Cardano does retrace to 32 cents, then you're looking for a retracement back up to 42, and if you did break that, you can see you got a left shoulder ahead, a potential right shoulder over time. You'd be in a massive long opportunity, I think, back up to above where you actually started entering this sort of descending triangle. So you know, you'd be starting to tackle out back through resistance again, and taking out previous resistance points. Again, it's just a thought experiment, but it wouldn't surprise me to see Cardano run up to this area of resistance of 42 cents, pull back at that point for a large, you have a wave 1, a wave 2 pullback, and then if you start to tackle out of this 42 cent range again, then I think you're starting to confirm a wave 3, an impulsive wave 3 out of the woods here, and this is potentially a low in for Cardano. Again, it's all a big thought experiment. I wanted to show you one more thing here on the daily as well before I go, just a quick update today. What was I wanted to show you guys? Yeah, so you've got this 42 to 43 cent range up here that we're looking for as resistance. Now, what you can notice is Cardano is also in this rising channel. Now, it's nice to see the price action, of course, going up. Who doesn't like to see the price action going up? But this to me is quite a negative pattern. And I do think this is our target, and we are potentially sort of coiling up towards that in this range. But at this point, somewhere around this area, once you start to lose support of this pattern and you actually lose these supporting points, okay, you do start to tend to retrace back down to where the wedge started. Now, it's a very interesting area because I said that 32-33 cent range is a key area that we're looking for in regards to support, because you've got support here, okay, and then you had it as resistance. It was support, then met as resistance, and again at this point we broke out, held it as support. We've met a long target potentially, and then if we start to come back, pulling back to this 32-33 cent area, you've got your left shoulder, a large head, and then your right shoulder as support. And then that's it. This is the bottom in for ADA, and potentially, as I said, you've got a wave 1, a wave 2, and you're starting to move impulsively through these charts. If we can get back above these 43 cent mark for ADA bullish, I think that's very bullish in the near short term, and we'll monitor that moving forward. But what we need to keep our eyes on here is a potential short opportunity. Once we do, or if we do lose this support, this could be your opportunity to confirm, okay, potentially you're going to start rolling back down now to where this pattern actually started forming in the first place, okay, and back down to that 32 cent area, back down to this left shoulder of support, back down to this previous area of resistance that we haven't actually back tested very much since breaking out. It just indicates to me that we are looking for a bit of a pullback, and that opportunity from current price, if we was to go short down to those prices, would be around a 20% short opportunity, and I think that would put massive fear into people. But again, you've had this large 70% move, having a 20% pullback wouldn't be too unkind. I think it'd be healthy for projects to literally march up lovely, very impulsively, but you need to come back for support, okay, and get the continuation here. Projects, you don't want to just see them shoot off into space, because they will come down just as quick, guys, okay. It needs to be a gradual sort of build up over time before these waves do play out. So that's the bullish case for Cardano now that I'm looking for. Ultimately, the bearish case, if you did start to come down and actually lose this support level, this 32-33 cents, and hit your head on that as support, potentially you're starting, and this was an impulsive wave, but a continuation of a reversal wave where you will come down and lose these lows. So that's something we don't want to see, but I'll monitor that moving forward. For now, the trend is your friend until the end. Potential run up to 43 cents, okay, but if not, and we do start to lose this sort of area of support on this rising channel, I would look for a back test of support back down to where the channel started, i.e. back down to this left shoulder, and potentially here creating this sort of right shoulder for us to get the breakout on a longer term upscale move that we'll monitor moving forward. I hope you enjoyed the content today on Cardano. If you did, please do like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell from Chart Nerd TA. Take care, guys. Have a great day. Peace out.